Ladies and gentlemen, the original, one and only Bill Greene.
When it's over, I want you to come out and pick me up like that. First of all, let me get this out of the way so you can see me better. How's that, better? Anyhow, September 8th was Joanne and I, she's here somewhere, but I'm not going to look at her. I don't want to point her out. We celebrated our 40th wedding anniversary. It's a lot of water under the bridge. I'll tell you, Joanne and I are like the 21st century version of either Burns and Allen or Abbott and Costello. It's classic. She came home the other day with a bag of apples, right? And she said, they're Gala, they're delicious. I said, what? She said, they're Gala, they're delicious. I said, are they Gala or delicious? She said, they're Gala, they're delicious. And we also have a boat in a lake near our house. We came into the dock one day, and I was tying off the lines, and I said, Joanne, do me a favor. Turn off the battery switch. You know, you want the battery to go dead. You have a switch when you come back to the dock. So I finished tying off the boat, and I yell out to her, did you turn the battery off? She goes, it's on off. I said, is it on or off? She goes, it's on off. Now, there's other people on the dock laughing at us because it's like... And we were going somewhere the other day, and I'm looking around. I'm seeing all these squirrels all over the trees and in the nests and everything else with their nuts in their mouth. I said, you know, I read somewhere that squirrels scurrying around like that, it's either going to be a very cold winter or it's going to be a lot of snow, right? I said, you know, one other thing I know, I've never seen a baby squirrel. Think about it. Have you ever seen a baby squirrel? No, right? Joanne goes, I have. I said, you have? He said, yeah, chipmunk. I said, you know, Joanne, I think it's a safe assumption to think that chipmunks do not grow up to be squirrels. The other day I was on the deck and I saw a squirrel. I yelled out, how does it feel losing your stripes? So we went to a Roger McGuinn concert a couple of years ago at the Tarrytown Music Hall, and the two of us are up on the balcony. I'll never forget this. We looked down and we're yelling out, Eve of Destruction! Eve of Destruction! Roger McGuinn looks up at us and he goes, that's not my song. I said, okay. So the other day in the mail, we got a request for a donation to the poor. You know, we all get that in the mail from time to time. So I looked at it, and it said, you send us $12, we can feed a family of 4 for a month. So I called the 800 number. I said, where do you guys shop? I got to get Joanne to go there. So we are Catholic. We do go to church whenever we can. I get a lot more out of it than, or she gets a lot more out of it than I do. I go there to get my weekly numbers. And on the front of the church, they have a hymn board. And they have 4 3-digit numbers. So horizontally, I get 4 pick 3s. And vertically, I get 3 pick 4s. You know, I did it for a while at work. I made a couple $100. I was at a show one time, and this little old lady came up to me, and she said, does it really work? I'd like to try it. I said, look, are you on a fixed income? She said, yeah. I said, don't bother. Don't do it. So we have a friend that comes to church. He's got 4 grandchildren. Some days he comes in with 1. Some days he comes in with 2. Some days he's got all 4. One day he came in he had his grandson with him, and they have a church bulletin with a word game. So you're supposed to keep yourself occupied. You circle the names, and right smack dab in the middle of Mass, the kid yells out, I found Jesus! Needless to say, people were laughing a little bit in the church. Same person. Him and his wife have a garden to kill for. They grow shit like you wouldn't believe. So they stopped by one day and they brought us a gagoots. Now, if you don't know what a gagoots is, it's an Italian zucchini, okay? Now, my wife's, I don't know, 5'5" maybe. This thing was a little over 5 feet long. I said, what the hell are we going to do with this, right? We could hollow it out and make it a pipe. So they gave her a recipe, how to cook a gagoots. You got to make it with plant-based sausage. Now, I'm sorry, those two phrases don't go together, plant-based and sausage. You know, I like lips and assholes. I like sausage, real sausage. So anyhow, I called him up. I said, what are you guys up to? His wife said, I'm just going to throw a couple of steaks on the barbecue, some corn on the cob, bottle of wine. I said, I'm eating plant-based sausage, and you guys are having steak and corn on the cob? Folks, I'm Bill Greene. Thank you.
Bill, I was just thinking if you had a drag name, it would be Gagoots Greene.